virus is the economy, and that's a really important um, fact to internalize for each of us, because it really, I think, puts the responsibility squarely on the backs of us as individuals within our community. And so the reality is what really impacts the community is infection rates in our community. And as those peak up, we do see economic activity drop off. And it's not so much the policy action that's driving economic impact, it's just the rate of infection. So I think that's a very important understanding, Nalehu, to for everyone in our community to internalize. And then as it relates to individual businesses, policy directives are put out there to help control the infection, and they are based in science. And so what I would say is that, if you're a business that is able to operate, it's important to make sure that we're falling within the capacity constraints put upon us by these policies and by policymakers, because they are based in science. And really, in the end, it's having a half of capacity is better than having no capacity at all, or having 2/3 of the capacity is better than having no capacity at all. And it's these little steps, these little fractions, if you will, of economic activity that are going to allow us to stitch our economy back together.
So as we know, the workplace is one of the areas where there is potential for significant spread in our state. And so it's really important for people at work to know that their employers have safety plans in place. And from what I've seen, Hawaii employers have been very concerned about developing and enforcing safety plans, because they do not want their employees to be contracting COVID and taking it home to their families. So the safety plan should account for the protocols that we have been discussing this evening: distancing, sanitation, hygiene. Some employers will have their own contact tracing programs in the workplace. So everybody should make sure that they understand what their employer safety plans are. It also includes PPE, and I just want to mention that this past a few months ago, the legislature did provide funding to provide PPE for small businesses, nonprofits, childcare organizations, small businesses that would not be able to afford the cost of PPE.